Today, on Advice Unfiltered, we find out that the ankle monitor on your date is probably a red flag. You're in a pickle for sure if you put it where the sun doesn't shine. And do not resuscitate bracelet doesn't count if the orgasm first on Advice Unfiltered, episode 22. What's up, everybody? I want to welcome you to Advice Unfiltered with Tony Rodriguez and Christopher David. I just want to point out you got two studs doing number 22. Episode 22.
Episode 22, baby.
Woo!
All right.
Episode 22, everybody.
It's exciting.
It's very exciting.
Well, welcome to Behind the Scenes. As you guys always know, if you don't know and you're new, because you could be, over there we have the Instagram for Christopher David. So what's up, people? We got TikTok as always. We got Instagram over here.
Tony right there.
Why, hello there.
That's Tony. That's Tony. He's the guy that was spotting me in my video, by the way. That everybody's like, who's that spotting you? Who's that stud? I'm like, hello, watch the fucking podcast.
Well, the best is like, I appreciate the fact that people are like, is that your brother? Who's the silver-haired guy who looks like you? I'm like, oh, that's the other me. That's the other you.
That's the other me. I'm so busy. There's two of us.
I'm the Frank Stallone of the relationship.
He is. If this was Tango and Cash, I'd be Kurt Russell.
There you go.
And he'd be Sly Stallone. This would be Tango and Cash of the Silver Fox.
As long as I'm in the movie.
Yeah.
So shout out to everybody. Thanks for joining us as always. In the house, we always give our same shout outs. Shout out to our residential engineer Ming. What's going on, Ming?
What's up, Ming?
The shared universe. Woo! And we have our two. Oh, by the way, we got our fact checker is back from Pennsylvania.
Tyler's back and he's not sick.
Oh, look at you. He's even got the little. I like the new style that the Gen Zs wear, where they wear the tight wife beater, but then tuck it into the jeans.
That's not rash.
What is it?
It's a compression shirt.
Well, compression shirt tucked into the jeans is a. I don't like to lead the gym move.
That is so like 1970s disco.
Bringing it back.
Bringing it back, bro.
Yeah, it was popular one time.
At one time. All the Guidos wore it in Brooklyn.
All he needs is some Z Cavaricis, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wearing a jersey tuxedo. I got a muscle shirt on, and I got my travel tattoos. So we got the whole jersey tuxedo thing going on.
I'm getting there. I'm almost in white beater shape.
You look great, man. You look great, bro.
Trying. And then also we got Jen Alpha. What's up, Jen Alpha?
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm here now.
He's our resident.
I am here.
He's going to be our kids' merch model for the store.
Yeah.
So shout out to that.
Growl again. Hello.
All right, so just some quick heads up for everybody. First off, that is correct. The merch store is live.
Live merch store.
Yes, so
get your merch.
We started off with a couple things. So first of all, Kim just messaged me like an hour before we got here. She goes, I need a V-neck so I can show some titties. So, Kim, just because you wanted to show some titties.
I'm glad you got your priorities straight, Kim.
Before I left the house, I made a V-neck Advice Unfiltered shirt for you. So
there you go.
Make sure you go ahead and order that. We had some people
excited for the merch. She's so excited for the merch.
Yeah, it's awesome. So we went from a couple things to probably a ton of stuff. We're gonna have a contest for the merch today, which is great. And Avery, what do people have to do? What's the big message from you every podcast?
Buy the merch.
That's what I'm talking about.
Buy the merch.
So thank you for everybody. That supports the podcast. So just so you guys know, we do that just because, obviously we want you guys to share and like and share pictures with us, and hopefully we'll be able to share them.
We want you to look cool.
Yeah, we want you to look fucking awesome.
Yeah, we want you to look fucking awesome. Wear something comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah.
In bigger news, I fucking so excited. I tell them all the time.
What happened?
Well, I'm you know already what happened. You and that sultry, sexy voice is fucking climbing the charts on Cameo. It's amazing.
That's pretty cool, man.
It's nice to see that you are reaping the benefit of your God's gift. And shout out to everybody who went on and cameoed up, right? You're killing it.
Dude, you know what's really cool is I got to be honest with you. My son told me a long time ago, my oldest son told me to get on Cameo, and I was like, man, I'm not. Who wants to buy videos to see me, right? That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, who's gonna freaking pay to see me, man? And so I decided to go on it. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I got nothing to lose. Try it out. And at first, like everybody was telling me, like, oh, I'm going to get his perverted stuff. Like I'm going to get asked to do all this like crazy shit. And I'll be honest with you, and thank God, I'm really happy about it. Every single person who has asked for a message has asked for either a positive motivational thing, or a happy birthday, or a motivational something to lift their friends' spirits.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. Like it was all really cool stuff, man. There was a couple people that were fighting some illnesses, and their friend wanted to send them some positive mojo, and wanted to use me to do that. So it was cool. It was surprisingly a lot better and a lot more enjoyable than I thought it was going to be.
It wasn't going to be dick pics.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like they wanted me to growl and shit and be like, "Hey, how you doing?"
By the
and
way,
say like, little pig, let me in" and shit. You know, like. I thought that was going to be like. I thought they were going to have me like do all these like movie quotes or some shit.
Can you
something.
now? I don't know this. Can you? If someone says that to you, can you reject the cameo?
Yes, yeah, I can totally reject it. Yeah, if it's out of the pocket and I don't feel comfortable doing it, then I don't do it.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but everybody's been really cool. I really haven't had to do that, man. Everybody's been really amazing on Cameo. Thank you guys for and this. I mean, I truly mean this. You know, the fact they're reaching out to me to be a part of something special in their friends' lives.
Yeah.
Is really humbling. So like that's pretty cool stuff, man, that you're sending me to somebody to make their day better. That's just I can't think of a cooler thing to fucking be a part of.
Well, let's be honest. Like,
thank you guys.
It's part of who you are as a person. It's your positive messages. It's getting out there and supporting people. And I think it's awesome that the community turns around and supports you right back. So it just goes to how how great of a person you are and how positive your message is.
Thank you.
And let's
Still
be honest.
crazy though. So fucking nuts.
I mean, I just look.
Number 15 on Cameo out of 100. That's fucking crazy.
I like to say, because I got the anniversary shout out, I got the first Cameo for free.
For free.
I got the free.
I got the free one.
That's how I know we're friends.
Yeah, that's right. It was it's funny. I got to talk about it. So we got to add. We got something coming out, and there's this actor in it. And I beat him in Cameo. This is pretty cool, man. Freaking so it's just wild. But listen, let's go back to your celebration. How was your anniversary, bro?
Oh, you know what? It was great. It's interesting when you're really like, when you strip everything away and you're like, we've been together for 10 years.
Yeah.
So we went to go see a comedy show, just happened to be on the date of our anniversary, spent some time with Ty, because we like to do those things as a family, which is great.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then just rolled in the sack for the weekend. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's good. It's good.
10 hours of 10 years.
How are we going to celebrate 10 years?
We're going to do 10 hours of foreplay.
No, but it was good. And it's nice to still have that, a great relationship 10 years later. Like I said, we joke about it. Outside of having Tyler, it's the longest running thing that I'm part of. that I've stayed consistent with.
That's awesome.
I haven't fucked up.
Congratulations, man. That's awesome.
And the other thing is, I shout out to everybody who's voting. I appreciate it. Being in the running for America's favorite.
Wait, you can vote for that thing?
Yeah, that's how it happens.
Why didn't you tell me that?
Well, I just put it up today because it went live.
Tell me, did you tag me?
No, I felt weird tagging
Dude,
you.
you should have tagged me. I would listen.
I'll tag
Everybody needs to vote for Tony and his wife, Regina. You guys need to all vote for them.
I'll tag you tomorrow. So what happens?
Tag me tomorrow. That's all. Listen.
If you just click the link,
America's. What is it?
America's favorite couple.
It's already my favorite couple.
Yeah, so
America's favorite couple. We're gonna all vote for Tony. All gonna vote for Tony for America's favorite couple.
So I appreciate those of you who started voting already. And I did tell my wife, I was like, I'm gonna tap the podcast audience. So
yeah, why not?
We're gonna try to win this.
Use what God gave you. Hello, everybody. Let's make Tony and Regina America's most favorite couple.
I was like, if we're gonna be in it, we might as well try to win it.
Fuck yeah.
So that worked out. And lastly, what we're going to do is, since the merch store is open, Christopher/Tony poll of the day, we need a favor, everybody. So what I want to do is I want to keep the merch store fresh. I want to keep the merch store exciting. So here's the deal. If you write us in for your questions this week and you come up with a t-shirt that we like, not only will we put it in the merch store, but I'll order it for free and I'll ship it to you because you've created something. So if you have a saying from our podcast, a one-liner, something you've heard us say, something inspirational, and you think it would make a great shirt, item, something, and we put it on the merch store, you get credit, you get it for free, and we'll put it in the merch store. So
that's pretty wild.
Yeah, so I figured that'd be kind of fun to
that's pretty cool
to do. And but outside that, that's kind of catching up on everything. So
yeah.
You ready?
Amazing.
You ready to go to questions?
Yeah, let's fucking do it, bro.
All right.
Let's make you part of the show.
All right. So first off, news of the day. I have a really random question for you.
What's up?
Jeff Bezos
What's up, Jeff?
Jeff Bezos.
Congratulations, Jeff.
By the way, $50
$million
on his wedding.
Yes.
And bought out. So the way it worked
Bought
is
Venice, right?
bought Venice out
How
for the
much Venice
weekend.
now?
Elton John and
Now.
Lady Gaga performed. $3 million.
Elton John and Lady Gaga
Yes.
performed.
$3 million donation to shut down the city. If you were as rich as him, would you drop $50 million on the
Fuck
wedding?
yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, right now.
I can't believe people were mad at it.
Why were they mad at it?
It's unbelievable.
I mean, whatever.
Look, every single one of us, if we had the
You're
money,
only mad
we
because
had,
you're hating.
absolutely hate.
Only hating. If you had, God's money, fucking, you would do godlike things too.
I remember I did the math on it once. If you took his money and laid it end to end, it would wrap around the world some crazy amount of times.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, if you can, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. What do you expect? What did you expect him to do?
Yeah.
Get married in front of a justice of peace? Like fucking, it's fucking Jeff Bezos.
Could you imagine?
Hello?
Could you imagine what that prenup is like?
Oh, it's probably like the size of a fucking encyclopedia. Her prenup is probably like that fucking big.
Yeah, it has
Yeah.
to. You have to. People
That's probably
always.
why it took so long to get married.
Oh my god.
She fucking had to keep reading it over and over again.
Well, I mean, a better
Yeah.
prenup you have. It's what we were talking about the other day, right? Brad Pitt, your secret brother, and Angelina Jolie finally
My
get
secret
divorced
brother. Yeah.
after years and years and years. I thought they were divorced forever ago.
No, they had to separate that winery and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all that stuff. So,
They had to separate all that crap.
like, if you get rich, hey, prenup's just part of the deal. But outside that, our first new segment of the day, we got a little new segment. I have
segment?
no idea what the questions are for the first time ever.
Really?
Yes. So we have
Is that a new segment, or did we just didn't have time to look?
no, we have a new segment. We have a new segment called Tyler's Top 5. So,
Tyler's top
so
5.
Tyler was tasked to find the top 5 stories in the news: fitness, dating, sex, relationships. What is the 5 things that most people are Googling, researching? And I don't know what it is. So he has 5 things for us to answer. And Ty, why don't you give us what we're talking about today?
All right. Well, for number 1, we got a famous women's magazine is telling women the third date. Asked to plan workout date. What your thoughts are on this?
Oh, yeah, I saw this in the news. So it was like Cosmo Magazine or something was telling women to find out if your man's serious. As the third date, you should tell him he has to plan a workout date. And it should be fitness related instead of going to a bar or restaurant.
Oh, that's cool.
I think it was a good idea.
That's a great idea. I love that idea.
I think more of it is probably about getting out of the house or getting out of the bar or restaurant than doing the same thing. I kind of think, what if you don't like the gym? Then what?
Well, then you're fucked.
Then you're fucked.
You're fucked.
Like, what if you don't like going for walks? You don't want to work out.
Yeah.
But if you're in relatively healthy shape and want someone to be around for a while, I mean, look, when I say workout day, I
agree. Bedroom is exercise. You can do it in the bedroom.
Yeah,
It
well-
didn't say anything about going to the gym.
Well, you
It
could-
says
you
have to
could-
work out, right?
walk on the treadmill, loosen up, stretch a little bit, don't hurt yourself, and then go get some light cardio in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can workout dates are fine. I
Yeah,
don't think I've ever done a workout date.
I've never done one. That's why I was kind of like, I don't know. The gym's my kind of. I don't want to take someone to the gym with me.
Yeah, kind of. It's my space, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like being able to just work out and not worry about if somebody else keep up.
I'd go for a walk on like the boardwalk or something. But I don't know that I would. I don't know
I'd
if
go
I
for a
really
hike.
want to go to the gym. Yeah, a hike would be awesome.
A hike could be cool.
I don't know if I want to go to the gym. All right, Ty.
Take it to the water park.
What's number 2?
All right. Number 2. How has social media affected your lives with body image and just relationships and things like that?
It doesn't affect my life at all.
Do you ever compare yourself with people on social media?
Fuck
even
no.
at,
No,
do
I
you?
don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
No. I
No.
don't compare myself with anybody. I mean, I'll tell you. I'll look at some dude and be like, man, that guy's fucking jacked. But
Yeah.
I don't be like, oh, fuck. I'll never look like that guy. Oh no, I'll never be as. I don't give a shit. That's great. I'm happy you're free. I'm happy you're killing it. I'm happy you're in shape. I root people on. I cheer people on. I don't freaking. Yeah, I'll compete with them. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I was freaking.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's fun to
It's fun to
kinda
compete. Like, I like
right?
to compete. Like freaking. Like I was all excited about getting that 225 for 7 the other day.
Yeah.
Freaking. And let's talk about that for a minute. The guy.
Yes.
I don't know if you're watching, brother. Freaking the guy who was taking the video.
Oh yes.
Dude, he accidentally hit the button and took a video of himself. And then he took it back, so he missed a rep. So I actually did 7. I didn't do 6. I did 7. But it's okay. It was my fault. I asked him. Yeah, but anyway, but yeah. So I was all excited about it. I told Jack's dad, this kid Jack, man, if we can, shout out to Jack, dude, who just benched 405. This kid's
God damn.
he's a beast, bro.
405?
405. He's like 17. He's a freaking. He's a beast, man. So I was telling his dad's big too. And his dad's a little bit older than me. I was telling his dad, I was like, yeah, I got to do 25 for 7. He's like, yeah, I got that for 18 last week. I'm like, you motherfucker. I was like, 18? I'm just trying to get 10. But now I got to do 20.
Chip on your shoulder,
I
right?
got to do 20. I got to do 20. So, like, I do that friendly competition. Like, I'll do that. Like, all right, if he can do 18, then I can do 20, right?
Yeah.
That's the type of thing I do. But I do that for me. I don't do that because I want to shoot anybody down. I just want to see if I can,
You can do it.
I can do it.
I
right?
told you my new one
right?
is that the guy is jacked out of his mind. And look, I'd root him on. I think it's awesome. The 225. So he overhead pressed 225.
Yeah, you told me about him.
And he dipped 225. Now, I'm pretty sure I can dip 225, like 5 plates on the chain. Because I know I could do 4 for sure. But so in my head now, I can't let it go. So like,
I can do it.
I
can do it.
All I've been thinking about all week is Chris working so he could film me not being stupid and trying to get 225. So, but
Let's do it. Let's get 225.
I'm gonna see if
I'll get 225 for 20, and you get 225 for a dip.
yeah. So
I'm not doing dips because that would rip my shoulders right the fuck out of its socket.
well, that's the thing. It's like, where do I draw the line for being stupid? But who knows? The guy's probably 25 for all I know. But who cares? No, don't compare yourself. Look, the problem is there's always someone bigger, there's always someone stronger, there's always someone better. Just I like it.
There's
like
always
you
somebody
said.
younger. There's always somebody on more juice
than you are. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
So,
it is what it is.
Ty, what's number 3?
All right. What are your thoughts on AI in the fitness world? Because I know a lot of fitness apps and a lot of people are starting to use AI to form workout plans and dietary plans. And I know, especially for Chris, since you are a personal trainer, like, are you scared that could be taking over part of your job?
Not at all. Not one bit.
No.
No, because here's the thing. The AI, there's something the AI can never do. It can never yell at you to do another rep. It can never spot you.
Never spot you.
It can never spot you at all. You know what I mean? So when you start to go heavy, it can't tell you. And here's the thing about being a personal trainer that will always be the necessity, right? Is that you, as the client, hit a breaking wall. You hit a wall. And you need your trainer to push you through that fucking wall. No app's ever going to do that.
Yeah.
No app's ever going to do that, man. Like, if you really want gains in the gym, you got to break that fucking wall. You got to hit that wall and live there and break through it, right? So if you can, so no app. I don't care what it tells you to do. You're going to quit. You're going to quit unless you have somebody going, you can do 2 more. You know what I mean? You can do 2 more. You're not dead yet. 2 more. You know what I mean? So no, I think it's like anything else. Like you have to just adapt to it, right? I think it's a tool.
Yeah.
You know, it should be used as a tool, not as a threat.
Yeah,
You know?
you said it last week. Look, I think of it a good way. If somebody's scared to go to the gym, I think it's a good way for them to feel comfortable, maybe to get some information and maybe start somewhere. But ultimately, if you really want to dial something in, you need another guy or another person. You need a trainer or somebody to take it to the next level.
You need somebody to freaking push you through it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's nothing like that human energy. Like my client. Like, listen, here's the thing. My clients love me because I'm amped up.
Yeah.
Like I like they'll come in
Bro,
tired.
you get excited.
I get
when
excited,
you see people.
dude. When I see people freaking hit a PR, or I see people push past that, and they're in that wall and they're in that zone, I literally get fired the fuck up.
You do.
You hear me yell across the gym. You hear me and I hype it up to the highest point that I possibly can. And no app's ever gonna fucking do that. It's never gonna be able to replace me as a person.
Yeah. What do we got? What's that? 4?
That was 3.
Oh, it's 4.
All right, number 4. A lot of Gen Z are reporting burnout
Yes.
from like a lot of dating apps like Bumble and all the other dating apps. I don't really know them all. What do you think will replace a dating app?
So I saw because I keep track, it's for marketing. Bumble just cut like 30% of their workforce. I think Match.com did a layoff. They're saying that people are tired of dating on apps.
Yeah, they're over it.
Yeah.
No, it's a fad. It's a fad. It's a freaking, you know what I mean? It's something that's always going to be there. It's always going to be there, right? You're always going to have dating apps. They're always going to be there. They're always going to be just like the scammers that are recording this fucking shit right now. They're always going to be there, right? Freaking, so, you know, it's like everything, man. Once the pendulum swings one way, it always swings back the other way. So people are going to go back to meeting in person. And here's the thing, and we talk about this all the time. Here's why our show is amazing. Here's why our podcast is amazing. Here's why my social media is taking off and Tony's is taking off, is because we're authentically real, right? And in a world of AI that we live in now, and a world of just fakeness, you know, people pretending to be who they are or pretending to be something else. People are yearning for real connection. Like, they're really yearning for it. So, yeah, I can see the dating apps becoming, I mean, it's always going to be there, but it's not going to be as big as it was.
Yeah.
It'll never be as big as it was ever again, right? So because people are looking to make a genuine connection with people. They actually want to meet them. They actually want to talk to them. You know,
They want to see if they're a real person, not get catfish, and look like their photo.
Yeah.
And you can't do that, unfortunately, on the app. So, plus,
and all you scammers can't even do that. So if you can, I'm sorry, I got so many messages on the way here about them. They kiss my ass.
and look, how many apps does a person have now? At some point, I mean, they just get old, right? It's like, so what's number 5?
Number 5, hydrox, rucking, and boxing are some of the top fitness trends for women in 2025. What are your thoughts about these, and do you think they're going to change in the future?
Of course,
They'll definitely change.
I'll absolutely change.
I'm actually excited. Boxing's a good one because I actually want my wife
Boxing
to
will
box.
always be in there.
Because I want her to take aggression out on things, not me, and it's the way I look at it. And but interesting enough, the rucking and the stuff goes back to when women don't realize you can lift all the weights. You're not going to get jacked. You'll get in shape. But rucking and hydro rocks, whatever it is now, it's cool to see women do those things.
No, it's so again, everything's a trend until it's not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, before there was high rocks, there was CrossFit. Before there was CrossFit, there was, aerobic kickboxing. There was freaking,
Billy Blanks, baby.
Yeah, Billy Blanks, you know what I mean? So there's always going to be a trend. Somebody's always going to come up with something new, call it something different, put a little spin on it. And that's good. The good thing about that is good because you want your fitness to evolve. You want it to change. You want it to grow, right? So if we can, you have to change with the times, And the thing is about fitness, and again, I can't emphasize this enough. I say this all the time. It's really just picking something you enjoy and sticking to it and being consistent with it is what causes change. You know what I mean? So I think it's great there's options out there. I think it's great that women are taking advantage of options. I think high rocks is great for women. I think boxing is amazing for women.
Yeah.
I think anything that puts you in a position to, 1, be stronger, 2, be more confident, and 3, be able to defend yourself, and for anybody is a win-win-win.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right, they're good 5. Thank you there, sir.
Appreciate you, bro.
Well, thank you, Tyler.
Thank you, Tyler.
Of course.
Thank you for Tyler's 5.
All right. So Trina writes in. So Trina has an interesting question about penises. All right. We go right from Tyler's top 5 to
Christ,
penises.
we just go right to penis.
Well, that's
Right to the crotch. What is her name?
Trina.
Trina.
All right. So
Thank you, Trina.
Trina and her husband decide to do a date night at a casino. He doesn't gamble much, so he stayed up in a room, and she swears she's lucky. She goes downstairs and loses $100. She's so mad, she goes upstairs and takes it out on her husband in a crazy romp in the bedroom. Once they're done, she goes back downstairs, and guess what? Loses another C note. Goes back upstairs, takes out her husband again. He's starting to get a little annoyed at her. She goes back downstairs again, 3 o'clock in the morning, to lose another $100. She goes back upstairs. He barely got it in for round 3, and round 4 was definitely not happening. He turned to her and said, "We have to stop now because my man parts are sore." My question to you, is this really a thing?
Oh, yeah.
Do men get sore from too much sex, or was he just making excuses?
Absolutely.
No,
it's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing, man.
Yeah.
You can get really sore. You can.
And there's only so many times you can get it up, like in a certain amount of time. I mean,
No, it's a real thing. It's like any muscle. It's a muscle.
yeah.
You know what I mean? If you overwork the muscle, it's going to get tired.
But guess what?
I'm saying it, but that's one of the things. I'm going to say if I get tired, but it's worth it.
Guess what? It's like anything else. It comes back stronger.
It comes back stronger.
Yes.
Comes back stronger with more endurance and more stamina. But yeah, if you could just women get sore too. Men get sore too. It's just it's human nature. It's human body. So yes, it's a real thing.
So Trina, way to beat him up. But
listen, I love. Let's go back to the whole way how she handled losing the money.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Went back upstairs and took it out on him.
Instead of like drinking or getting really fucked up or being angry about it, you went upstairs and pleasured your man. Like that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I love it. So don't be mad at him because it's true. But if you do it more frequently, he'll be able to maintain and, just like anything else.
Yes.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Trina, shout out to you guys.
shout out to the way you handle your man.
Yes.
And your negative business. Right on. And women should take note.
Yeah.
When you're upset, when you're upset at the world, go bang your man.
Bang your man. By the way, in her actual
That's
thing,
advice from me unfiltered. Nobody's going to listen to that.
She actually just said in her email, by the way, she said, "I took it out on him and I used and abused him."
I love that. I fucking love that. I think that's
awesome.
amazing. That sounds like a beautiful relationship.
It's awesome.
Right? Like, you're upset, instead of having a temper tantrum and you lit and just, use that aggressive energy in a negative, a very positive way.
Absolutely.
Right? I'm sure the husband loved that.
He did until round 4.
If he's bitching about that, dude, you have no idea what it's like to be with somebody who's fucking
I know.
Right? You have no idea.
Yeah.
Plates thrown at you. Anyway. But yeah, good for you. Right on.
By the way, I forgot to say this to you. We have an update from last week that I wanted to share with you because a lot of people wrote in about this. So last week, we had to conceal the name of our regular because she asked a very serious question about her nephew who was getting out of rehab. And
yeah.
yes.
The one I said to give a hug to.
Yeah. So she actually wrote in a update for us.
No way, really?
Yes, and I wanted to share it with you because it was very important. Just so you guys know, he is home with his parents. He realized, as well as the entire family, that they love him unconditionally, and the boundaries we set are for his benefit. As soon as I saw him, I went to go for the hug, but he beat me as he wrapped his arms around me. And I'll be honest, I don't know who cried more, me or him. So I reminded him.
How cool is that?
Yeah, I reminded him I'm always here. My door is never locked. And 4 days ago, he actually texted me. I never really stepped back and realized how many people believe in me and love me. I can already see the positive changes. I want to say, first of all, thank you to Chris. Shout out for the hug from the bottom of my heart. It was really, really great advice. Tony, you finished off with something about dogs, and I made a little of an analogy.
Yeah, I remember that, man.
Oddly, I raise Rottweilers. And, like, how would I have known this, right?
Right.
And yes, it's very true that your analogy resonates with me because I was only ever bitten once by a dog that remained with us for the rest of his life because I ignored the negative and rewarded him with positivity and love. So thank you both. So shout out.
That's a win, bro.
Big win.
That's a win. That's a big win right there. I
just wanted to share that with you because it was pretty amazing.
Cool, man. That's fucking cool as shit. So shout out to that family.
Yes.
That's awesome, man. It's the thing. Like, people, you have to remember, man. Like, some people when we post that video about that, people are like, oh, you can't enable, you can't blah blah blah.
Oh, come on.
And listen, there's boundaries, right? But to get to that point, to get to the boundaries, you have to get to the point where you have trust, right? Where you have a point where there's a safety. There's a safety, right? If that child that's going through that feels safe, doesn't feel judged, doesn't feel, because again, it goes back to the shame. Like most people that are aggressive when they're angry and they're upset, especially when they're going through a drug addiction and they're trying to face it, they're going to lash out at people. They're going to do that, right? Because they feel like they're in hyper defensive mode. So if you create that safe place, and that's what I was saying about the hug. Just creating a safe place where it was okay to cry. It was okay to break that wall. That was amazing. That's fucking cool shit.
Yeah, and I think the people that, by the way, write those comments and say those things, they've never been in a situation. You can tell they've never been in it because if they have, they never would say stuff like that.
No, that's the thing. Like everybody says, they always want to cut them off. It was always the first, cut them off. You got to cut them off. Let them figure it out on their own. And that's bullshit.
Yeah, so
it's bullshit. Like I'm sorry, that'd be either one of my kids. Like here's a perfect example. So I had a friend of mine, Aaron, right, who great kid, taught me how to grapple. Taught me how to Roman kick a grapple. The guy was a savant, dude. He was like St. Pierre. Like he would just do drills all the time, right? And his parents spoiled him. They gave him whatever they want. They let him do whatever he want. Well, then they cut him off. He didn't know how to handle it at all. They moved everything.
Wow.
So now he is at 19, 20 years old. No job, nobody's paying for college anymore. I'm sorry, no, he was 22. Nobody's paying for college anymore. He's on his own. He hurts his back at a construction site. Doctor puts him on Vicodins. Vicodins go from Vicodins to perks, from perks to freaking oxys.
Oxys.
And next thing you know, he's like fucked up. Freaking doctors cut him off. So now he can't get the oxys. So what does he do? He dresses like a homeless person. And would go up and rob drug dealers. That's what he did. He would literally beat up drug dealers and rob them, right? And he shows up at my oldest son's second birthday, right? He shows up at my oldest son's second birthday party. I have my whole family there. I have the girl I was dating's whole family there. We're having this whole barbecue thing. And he shows up at my door just dripping sweat, right? Just dripping sweat. Wearing a tank top, looking like shit. Eyes rolled on his head. And he goes, "Oh, what's up, bro? What's up, man?" I'm like, What's up, man? He's like, nothing. I don't know where to go and stuff. And I'm like, this guy's honest truth. I walked him right past everybody. Did not give a fuck. It was the first time I actually met her parents too. Like her family was there. Like it was a big.
Yeah.
I didn't care. I walked him right upstairs. I put him in the spare bedroom. I left him with a gallon of water. I went back downstairs. Everybody's like, "What are you doing, man?" I'm like, "Listen, he's sick. He's hurting. he needs somewhere safe, and I'm not going to kick him out, bro. He doesn't know where to go. So I literally locked him in my house for 4 days. Let him go through the whole withdrawal thing, man, the whole thing. And when he left, he said he was going to rehab. When he left, he gave me his car keys, his gold necklace that his mom gave him with the cross on it, and a watch. And he told me to hold on to it all. He's like, because he was afraid he was going to pawn it.
Yeah.
And he gave it to me. And that was the last time I saw him, right? I didn't see him again. I ended up giving the stuff to his mom. I got to contact her and freaking give it to her, and I never saw him again. That was, I guess it was like 2002, maybe 2003. It was right before the Gulf War. Freaking right before we went to attack Iraq the second time in Afghanistan. And he went over. Here he got sober and he actually joined.
Wow.
And he went over and he was part of the first SEAL team that went over there and the 6th team that went over and took out in Saddam's place, his palace and everything, right? I didn't know any of this stuff. He calls me from over there.
Wow.
Calls me from over there and tells me, he goes, Chris, I just want to say thank you. You're the only person that didn't judge me and gave me hope. He goes, I went to rehab, I got sober, I got everything else and freaking, and he went off and did this. I don't know where he's at anymore, but that was last time I interacted with him. So I've learned from experience that literally if you give people the opportunity to feel safe in a spot, and you give them a chance to believe in themselves, and just, I'm telling you, it's the simplest thing to do. Is it's a great way to start it off. Is just give them a hug.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to go off on a rampage.
No, but you're right. But people don't, people overcomplicate it. Maybe hugs.
Yeah.
I know it's going to sound cheesy when I say it is. Hugs and hope go a long way.
Yeah.
So
we started. That'd be a good shirt. Hugs and hope.
Hugs and hope.
Hugs and hope. Write that down. We're gonna
All
put
right.
that.
Hugs
right?
and hope.
Hugs and hope. Advice unfiltered.
And then-
I like that. Hugs and hope.
Yes.
Advice unfiltered. We're gonna make sure to say that.
Hugs and hope.
Yeah.
Lisa from Tennessee. How do you guys feel about hairy backs and other unkept body hair?
we already. This is the other shirt we're gonna have. This is the other one. We've already discussed this. Listen, if I manscape, you best fucking landscape.
By the way, that was the other one, right?
That was the other one. Yeah.
I'm not saying every man needs to shave their chest or wax their eyebrows. However, why do some men not care about how hairy their backs are?
Because they can't get to it. It's not they don't care.
I don't mind some body hair, but when we were in missionary, I don't want to have your hair hold on your back. So I have the back thing that you actually can do your back with. It has the handle and the blades and everything. Yeah.
They make something like that?
Yeah.
Like, it's a razor?
It's it's a ergonomic handle, and it has two ceramic blade, like long blades on it that look like they would just scratch your skin. They're not like a razor blade.
Yeah.
They're serrated, almost like a knife would be, which sounds worse than it is. And literally, it just scratches your back, but as you do it, it shaves your entire back. You get your whole back. I've had it forever. He knows.
I'm just saying my birthday's coming.
I'll get you one.
Yeah, give me one for my birthday.
I'll tell you.
I would say I didn't know that existed. I didn't know it existed. So I'm gonna say a lot of guys probably don't know that exists, or they would. I don't think any guy really wants to be a hairy ape and a monkey.
I'll tell you the cheesiest thing, but
some women love that.
I'll tell you the craziest thing. My wife loved doing it. Because I hate not being kept.
Yeah.
So she used to love it. She used to come in and take the hair
Razor.
clippers and just shave my back, which sounds crazy, but in a relationship, that's what you do. And she was like, "What's this?" And I was like, "Oh, I got tools, so you don't do it anymore." And she's kind of like a little bit sad. But it's just easier now, right in the shower.
Yeah, no, freaking, that's amazing. I think again, I didn't know something like that existed. So I think most guys would shave their back and manscape if they, but I don't think anybody ever told them either. Some women like that though. Like some women, like I hate, my chest, like freaking, I got I shave it every like 4 months.
Yeah.
Like I let it get freaking just a little bit, and then I shave it. Because if I didn't, it would freaking look like a fucking I'd be like,
I can't
70s bush,
bro. The guys who have I have a family member and he's got the Afro puff that comes out of here.
It's like,
and I'm
like a whole nother hair file.
And I'm like, bro, I said to him all the time, like, bro, just shave. You don't got to take a razor to it. Just take a
clippers. I don't take a razor. I clip it. I don't take a razor.
Clip it. When I was Tyler's age, I'd be in there with a razor.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, shaving everything.
Yep, me too.
But when they came across with the Manscaped lawnmower joint,
yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is how I always
wax lasts longer. I'm not getting my chest waxed.
Forget that.
Fuck that.
No,
you nuts.
No. The Tyler, I always know. This is how you know you live with a kid, because I can always tell when there's any kind of scaping going on, because there's fucking hair all over my sink, or you know what I mean. No thought of cleaning the shit up that great. You know what I mean?
No. Totally.
Jenny from the UK. It's a good one
UK?
for you. My trainer films me working out. I was not really comfortable with that, but he explained it was to show me how my form was breaking down. Then I found out he was posting my videos on his social media, and I did not know about that, and I did not like the comments. Is it common for trainers to do this?
No, not one bit. Not one fucking bit. You could technically sue him.
Yes.
Yeah, no, not one bit. Unless you gave him permission to post it and stuff. Listen, I let my clients post it and let them tag me. Now, if they want to post something, I let them post it and they tag me. So that way there's no question about whatever. Yeah, my one client, Angela. Angela, if you're watching, love you.
Is she the one that you post videos working out on?
Yeah, the
I
one
see
that
you
did
with
the
that.
40-pound dumbbells. Yeah.
I always want to walk in there and dap her up because she's in there working hard.
Fucking works hard, bro.
Yes.
She's lost 71 pounds, I think. 71 pounds.
Yeah, so she watched the podcast?
Yeah, she watches the podcast.
So Angela, I see
Angela
you.
watches.
I
Hi,
see
Angela.
you all the time, and I actually want to walk up to you sometimes and just dap you up because you're killing it.
She's killing it, bro.
Yes.
She's fucking killing it, man. Her and her husband.
Yeah, I
They're
saw
both
her
doing
husband in there the
it.
other day.
They're both in there all the time, man. They're both killing it, man. Like freaking, they're both amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good. Jerry from Nevada. Jerry, what is the fine line between confidence and cocky? I want to believe in myself, and I really do feel like I'm a good guy. I'm good looking. I have my shit together. But I've been told by quite a few friends I come off as cocky versus confident. Do you guys ever struggle with this? And can you explain to me what the difference is?
Yes. I can totally do this because I get.
Chris, I got this.
I can totally understand this. So I'll tell you what the difference between cocky is and confidence, right? So cocky is assuming I can do it. You know, saying, "Oh, I can do that. I can fucking do that. Oh, you did that. I can do that." That's being cocky. Confidence is knowing you can and have done it. That's the difference. Like you sit there, yeah. It's God's honest truth, right? So cocky is like, "Oh, I can get any girl I want," and blah blah blah, but you don't get shit. You know, confidence is knowing and not having to say a fucking word about it.
You mean like the little baby arm dude?
Oh, he went there. You went there.
Bro, I was on the hunt for that dude the other day.
So funny.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
if you got a baby arm, you own a restaurant. I'm just saying.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But I don't know what he's talking about right now. I have no idea. No idea what he's talking about. So funny. It's so fucking funny.
Veronica from Montana.
Oh, God. I hope. No, nobody knows.
Whatever. Veronica from Montana. I love playing 20 questions as an icebreaker as I get to know people as we date or just as friends. They always start out with simple questions, favorite color, favorite TV show, etc. And then, of course, it gets to more fun things as you get to know someone. If you guys were playing 20 questions with a woman, what questions would you ask if you could get to know somebody? Have you ever done this years ago when you were a kid or like when you're early dating, like, oh, what's your favorite color? And they're right back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what's your favorite thing? And it kind of progresses over time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I played 20 questions. I mean, it's it's an old school icebreaker. I mean, I don't know what kind of questions I would ask, but I know you can't start out with, do you do anal? It's got to start somewhere like, hey, what's your favorite color before you get,
Wait, I've been doing that all wrong?
You can't just start with, you can't start question 2.
No.
How many holes are you acceptable for?
You like to go back and forth? No. I'm tagging them all? No?
Oh.
That's so funny.
Bro, your comment.
What's that?
No, your comment last week about now you see me, now you don't.
It's fucking great.
So,
that's going on a shirt too.
Bro, so I wanted to show you this. I created the commercial. I created that scene.
No.
So I've got a guy in the bedroom and and there's a girl in bed. I'll show it to you later. And I couldn't get AI to get it right though. All of a sudden the lightsaber comes on and then he starts swinging it. And all I wanted AI to do was shut the lights off in the bedroom and just see it going around.
That's so funny.
I just couldn't get it perfect, so I haven't posted it.
Now you see me, now you don't.
But I think about you when
So funny. It's so funny. I wonder how people actually watch the show and now have used one and thought about me.
Oh my God.
You go, now you see me, now you don't. What does that mean? No, it's nothing.
No,
it's just a podcast I watched. Fucking shit.
Oh, it's so well. You're like the best one-liner.
I try, man. Well, it's because I've been through it all, dude. Fucking, I've been picked on by anything and everybody. So you have to learn to defend yourself. Those one-liners are all, yeah.
Yeah, it's you're so good at them. So, all right. So let's see. Quick question: what are the top signs of overtraining, and how do I know when I actually need to take a rest? I hate taking a rest because I feel like I'm not going anywhere, but people keep telling me you grow when you rest.
Yeah. So here's the thing you have to understand, and this goes for everybody who has body dysmorphia, because it's
a lot of people.
That's everybody.
Everybody.
You have to understand that what you're doing, and this is science. This isn't just me saying this is a trainer. This is science. what you're doing is you're breaking down muscle tissue. You're making your body adapt under stress. And again, the key word is stress, right? So that's one part of the equation. That's 50%, right? Is that 50% is you're breaking down the muscle tissue, you're making it work hard, you're breaking down those fibers, you're making the blood, everything flow, all that stuff happening, right? The other 50% is proper diet and rest, right? So that's how you get to 100%. Is you got to do 50% of the breakdown, and you got to do 50% of the rest. You'll know you're overtraining because you actually start start looking thinner a little bit. You won't see any muscle gains at all, and you'll literally start feeling like more fatigue at the gym. You won't see your strength go up either. You'll be plateaued no matter what you do. So it's like the biggest key thing is you want to get that proper rest, get that sleep.
I noticed for the first time this year I was overtraining because I was lifting 5 or 6 days a week, and I hit a plateau, and I started adding more volume.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I was like, I know better than this. So I actually went reverse and went to lifting just 3 days a week and doing cardio 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually now am stronger today than I
did
was
the same thing.
a couple months ago.
I went to 3 days a week of lifting, but I've gone heavy. And, and I feel great. Like if you can, some of these signs too, you'll notice too, is your joints start hurting, like things start hurting. And they feel fatigued, you know what I mean? So pay attention to what your body's saying to you, but understand something. Like, I know it's hard in your head. I do the same thing. I fight with it too. I sit there, I'm like, well, I got nothing to do. I should go to the gym. But rest and recovery is the other part of the 50% of equation. If you want to get stronger, if you want to look more healthy and more fit, then you need those rest periods and the proper diet.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Yeah. So, Daphne from Haiti, our good old regular Daphne.
Daphne, how you doing?
All right.
My son was just showing me your note the other day again. He loves it so much, so thank you again for that.
Oh, nice. Well, she's got a great question for you.
That's awesome.
In your book, you mentioned the kid in the store and other strangers who show up as guardian angels, reminding you that you're on the right path. Mm-hmm. Does that still happen for you? Do strangers still show up with quiet messages that you feel like are meant for you? And if so, can you share one?
Yeah. No, every day. Every day I get a confirmation that I'm doing the right thing.
The universe today told me and you that we were on the right path.
Yeah, we're on the right path. Yeah, I literally get confirmations every day. Like, so, like, as well, I tell you all the time, I get people that I know that'll sit there and tell me going, oh man, you shouldn't post about that. That's cringe. You shouldn't, that's getting old. That's lame, blah, blah, blah. Like when I was doing the whole thing, when I was fighting the bullies, like the people were like talking shit. And I nicely talked educational shit back, and I did all this stuff. And there's people that would tell me I shouldn't I tell me how I should be doing my stuff. And then I literally had to say, the moment I start questioning whether or not I should change something, if I should stop doing my good mornings and trying to motivate people in the morning, or if I should, do something and not confront the bullies on my thing in an educational manner, I get confirmation from everybody on here and everybody on there. And they literally send me messages every day telling me thank you. That and here's the thing too, and it's kind of a an awakening for me, because you don't realize that, like, you don't realize how many people don't get told that somebody believes in them, or they're just to have a good morning. Like, there's a lot of people out there that don't have that positive encouragement, which is amazing that I can do that. You know what I mean? I think I'm very humbled and very honored that you guys all watch and you guys all love it. So yeah, I get confirmations every day that I'm doing the right thing, man. Every day, and then somebody new pops in my life, and that everything changes. It's just crazy how freaking everything happens. Yeah, this is nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I have it, Daphne. I have 11/11 tattooed on my wrist that I got on 11/11/11 because I always just feel like somebody's guiding me on the right path, and I just appreciate the guidance. So, and I think I told you, I actually I got the tattoo, and while I was at the bar, I was like, I didn't feel like being out anymore. And somebody asked me, oh, you got it, because when you get a tattoo, they put a little Band-Aid over it, they wrap it up. And the girl goes, oh, why did you get the tattoo? And as I was explaining it to her, the waitress hands me the check, and I opened the book, and the total for my drink was 11/11. And I just shrugged my shoulders, said, I just keep I just keep staying on the right path, and hopefully, everything works out. So it's worked out so far.
Yeah, no, it's it's just always signs if you pay attention. But you have to be, it's funny, people talk about this. People talk about all the time that you have to get your energy in this certain area. There's a certain level that you have to get your mind and your energy to. and it's really it's really the truth. It really just it'll come to you. You know what I mean? It'll come to you. Like,
You gotta be open.
You gotta be open to it. You gotta see it. You gotta hear it, man. You gotta not listen to your ego mind, listen to your spirit mind, and feel it and flow with it. And I know it all sounds crazy because if you haven't done it, it sounds fucking nuts. But it's the God's honest truth, man. That's why we're sitting here. I mean, we're literally sitting here because I manifested this whole fucking thing. You know what I mean? I literally sat there fucking 6 months ago and I said, "This is it. You know, we're doing this. Fucking, this is happening. My social media's gonna take the fuck off, and we're gonna make this fucking happen." And here we are today, with 89.6 million views on my TikTok. 89.6 million views in 1 month on my TikTok.
That's just TikTok?
That's just TikTok. 89.6 million. I'm gonna say it again. 89.6 million views in 1 month on TikTok, and on Instagram, I got 18 million views in 1 month. I mean, that is insane.
Yeah, I was excited. My Instagram's at 2 million views.
That's fucking awesome, bro.
I mean, I was like, I didn't even start it till we started this thing 6 months ago. I was like,
Yeah,
I have this old account.
You know what I mean? It's just getting that belief, man. Just put your head down and go with it. Yeah. So I get signs every day.
I mean,
and I appreciate every single one of them. I see everybody's message. Like, I see all your messages. I just can't get back to everybody because I literally I don't have any fucking time, man. You know.
But this is your way you get back to people, right?
Yeah, watch the podcast. I'm telling you right now. I see your messages. Thank you. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. You guys are amazing, and and thank you guys very, very, very much. You know.
Yeah, I want people to realize, like, first of all, I want people to realize how thankful we are, because if you just take the ecosphere that that is now created because of the community, that it's really you guys out there. You guys are the community.
Mm-hmm.
In a month, the reach of Chris, his audience, his message, the podcast, getting out there, what we're putting out to universe now, the questions you guys ask. I was doing the tallies between TikTok and Instagram and and everything together. We're 90 million things. 90 million views are compiled of what comes out of the two people. I mean, it's so nuts. It's nuts that it's a country of people.
Hold on. Yo, Christy Lee, thank you. Christy Lee's a huge influencer.
Yeah,
phenomenal singer. If you get a chance, check her out. Check out Christy Lee's Instagram. Check her out on TikTok. She's really good at clapping back at freaking at the boys. Yeah, she makes really good songs. She's really good at clapping back, man. Freaking so, Christy, shout out to you, man. Freaking as much love. You know what I mean? I love what you do. You kick ass. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I just it's amazing. But then I say to you all the time, I'm like, and you say the same thing. I'm like, when we hit the end of the year, like, what's it then?
Yeah.
You realize more people almost, and you're getting there. But this will be a goal for us. We will get to a point where more people in a month will touch something that we do because of Advice Unfiltered than watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It's nuts, right? It's nuts. So I would love to say I'm so surprised, but I'm not.
Well,
like I knew all this was gonna happen. I mean, it's almost it's so crazy because I literally talk about it. I get goosebumps about it. Like I know.
I get excited for you.
I know it's excited for us. So everybody's going, damn, look at that.
Oh, we got somebody sent us like a.
That was Christy Lee. Thank you, Christy
Lee.
Oh,
thank you. Whatever that. You broke out a World Star thing. Okay.
That was freaking cool as shit. I never saw it before.
I didn't either.
Cool as shit.
We're in a video game.
That's probably the biggest gift I ever got.
So, all right, Brian from Alaska. I know I just got thrown for that whole thing. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, right.
I see the hip thrust machine at the gym.
Yes.
And I'm guessing it works out your hips.
Yes.
Honestly,
and your glutes.
I don't know and I don't care, but I feel like it's the best machine I can use for sex, especially if she's on top. What other exercises or machines in the gym could help me stay strong in the saddle or make my sex game better? P.S. Do you actually think it's a turn on for women to watch me hip thrust? No,
I don't think anybody looks at that machine and thinks that anybody looks sexy doing it.
No, and by the way, ours in our gym faces the wall,
faces the window, outside the window.
So nobody's gonna watch you, but I think we talk about all the time legs, right? Legs and core.
Legs and core. Like so, here's the thing about it for you as a man. It's a man, right? That's
yeah,
that question.
Brian. Yeah.
All right, so Brian, here's the thing: you doing legs increases your testosterone levels a lot. So anything that's gonna help you do that. And hip thrust is great, man. It's great for your lower back. It's great for your glutes. It's great for your hips. You know, if we can, it's a great machine to use. Do I use it? No. For you?
No, I was gonna say I don't either. But I squat, so it doesn't.
Yeah, I do other stuff, man. But I do the abductor and adductor machine. You know what I mean? I do stuff like that. But yeah, But yeah, definitely anything you can do for your legs. And I don't think anybody's looking at it thinking, that looks sexy.
No.
If they are, then they're probably the same couple that likes to lick their sweat off each other.
Well, you're a trainer, so is there any? I mean, is there any exercises that you can really think of that a guy does in the gym or a woman is really impressed by? I don't know they really care.
Yeah, no, they care.
What is it?
No, let's be honest. Women care. They watch. They do. Shoulders, arms, abs, glutes. Women like to see guys work legs.
Do they?
Yeah, dude. No, I'm going to call you out right now. So women like to see guys do arms.
Okay. Well,
it's the superficial stuff, like the arms, the shoulders. They don't care about chest. They really don't give a fuck about your bench. They don't care if you're benching 315, 405. They don't care. That's us. We care.
Yeah, we care. It's for the bros.
We care. It's for the bros, bro. The women don't care about that. They don't care how much weight you're moving. But they will find a guy treadmill, running, Stairmaster, freaking, where you're dripping sweat. Any of that stuff. And if you women are going to lie to me right now, tell me you don't, freaking, you're wrong. So I know you do. I know you watch, you check things out, freaking, pecs, and pecs are a good thing too. So there you go. So somebody does like chest, right on.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well,
so yeah.
The reason you go, part of the reason sometimes I like to go to the gym is because of the, just the show is entertaining. I'm there to work, but,
Dude, I see some weird shit.
Oh, yes.
See some weird shit, man. We have this one guy at our gym. Nice. Listen, I will say this right now. Nice guy. Extremely nice guy.
Way to preface it.
And he puts his equipment away. And he picks up other equipment and puts it away too.
Ooh.
So in my mind, I will take 50 of these guys than the gym bros who don't put their shit away at all and leave weights everywhere and leave a mess. But this guy does some really weird, dangerous shit. He'll stack like a bunch of plates and he'll put the decline bench like this on top of it. And then he'll go with a bar that's not made for a lot of weight and he'll put a lot of weight on it. And he'll start doing like benching with his leg up in the air and then crunch it. It's just some crazy shit.
I've never seen this guy.
Oh my God. You haven't seen him?
No.
Oh my God. He does. He knows what I'm talking about.
Oh.
He does some weird shit he does. Listen, again, really nice guy, cleans up his stuff. Crazy stuff though. Crazy. Are you leaving? Where are you going?
Got places to be and people to see.
Damn. Make sure you wrap it, bro.
Hey.
Love you.
Yeah. Put a sleeve on that fucker.
Hey.
What?
Wynn's calling my name.
Yeah. He's getting W's all day, that kid. There you go. W's all day. He's like, wins.
By the way, just so you guys know, this is what happens when you get a girlfriend.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
That's a girlfriend.
It's a job.
That's a girlfriend.
It's a job.
That's a girlfriend.
He's not getting paid for that.
He is, bro, I told him, look, in all honesty, I sat him down, his girlfriend, I met her. She's fantastic, right?
Yeah.
Now the situationship is a real thing.
Situation. So now it's not a situation. Now it's a situation.
Oh, it's a situation.
It's a situation.
So she's so nice. She's over all the time. And I actually said to her and him, I was like, all right. I was like, let me explain how this works. I was like, this is a job. So, if you don't show up, Avery's going to take over for you.
Yeah, what's up, Jen Alpha? What's up, bro?
What's up,
you got?
Jen Alpha?
I'm taking over.
That's what I'm
Love it.
talking
Love
about.
it. Woo!
Yes.
Bring on the A game.
I've
a
taken
great call.
over.
Right on, dude. Right on.
I'd never seen that guy, but now I'm going to be hunting for him.
Oh, dude, again, listen, nice guy. Puts away equipment. I would take 10 of him. Does some weird, really
Weird shit.
Really weird shit. But freaking whatever.
I
To each
see.
their own. To each their own. Yeah.
Kesha from Atlanta, Georgia. I walked into the bedroom
What's up,
wearing
ATL?
Yeah, the ATL.
ATL. What's
I
up?
walked in wearing nothing but whipped cream, and he turned around and just said, "What's for dinner? Should I be?" So fucked up. It's so fucked up.
What's for dinner?
He just said, "What's for dinner? Should I be mad and never do this again?" By the way, my real question is, where do you guys fall in food as foreplay in the bedroom? No.
No.
It's overrated.
It's overrated.
Completely.
Don't want to do it.
Nope.
Not doing the whole 9.5 weeks bullshit where I'm feeding you fucking strawberries and freaking, I just aged myself by talking about that.
I was going to say, I had to go back in time.
Yeah. It's a little Kim Basinger reference there. But yeah, I'm not doing that. I don't even like to eat before sex.
I don't think about it.
I do. I think about it. Yeah, I don't like to eat. No, because I don't want to feel bloated.
That's true.
I want to be on my A game, bro. I'll eat afterwards. Don't get me wrong. I'll eat a whole fucking huge meal afterwards. But before?
But when the clothes come off?
Yeah, I don't want to feel bloated. I want to be able to go and be like raw and not be like, oh.
Yes. I only experience I have with this is I think everyone has a whipped cream. And I think at one point when I was younger, someone tried chocolate syrup. It's a fucking mess. Never works out. And then it just gets in places it doesn't belong. But if you're even going beyond whipped cream and chocolate syrup, I don't even know what else food you would bring into the bedroom.
Here's the thing about whipped cream. I've done the whole whipped cream thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It melts really too quick.
Yes.
And it's sticky and it's gross.
Yeah.
It smells funky after it fucking like it gets hot. After all hot and sweat, it's not attractive.
Yeah.
It's not.
That's how you know you've been around the block a little bit. You're like,
You
that's
eat
not a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, dude, of course you eat it. So, Javin from Oakland, California. I have a problem with this quote. She said, "I normally don't do this." Do people lie about being
Lying to you.
inexperienced and sound innocent? What is that all about? Do you guys ever believe it when a girl tells you,
No.
"I've never done this before," or the best one,
No.
"I don't usually do this."
No.
No,
Bullshit.
it's a lie.
I'm not special.
Yeah, it's the best. I'm not special.
Yeah, I'm not special. Who are you lying to? You've done this 1,000 times.
Oh my.
There's a reason you're good with your hand and your thumb.
Oh my God. I've never done this. Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Why? You don't have to lie.
Yeah, see, they agree. See, she agrees. That's a lie. I agree. That's
Yeah.
absolutely 100% a lie.
Why even preface the conversation? Don't even just come on.
Now, if you could do it like Tom, then there's a problem. So I would just take the lie. You know what I mean? Just whatever, dude. Like here's the thing. Like, you know, you gotta expect, especially when it comes to sex, people aren't always gonna be honest.
No.
You know, because people do some fucking freaky shit, bro. Freaky. So they're not always gonna be honest. So especially if they and you gotta remember, especially for women, when they have sex with a partner multiple times, you know, they even once they carry that with them, right? So like they carry that memory, they carry that DNA or whatever at that moment, like for it to happen. So they don't really want to live, you know, bring it up and make you like relive that with them.
And I don't want
You
you,
know what I mean?
living it when we're doing it.
No, I don't want to hear how your ex-boyfriend did this shit.
No.
As far as I'm concerned, you're a virgin.
Hey.
Freaking, I'm the first you ever had. And, you know, you don't have to tell me the truth. Don't burst my bubble with the world you live in.
Yeah. I say it all the time. I don't pretend that I'm planting a flag somewhere new.
No.
So let's just be excited in this moment.
Again, it goes back to that thing, man. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer for.
No.
You know what I mean? Some things are just left best unspoken. You know what I mean? Like don't. No, I don't want to know. I don't give a shit. As far as I know, you weren't even born before I met you. Like we just met, and you were in Mecca. So I'm just living in the Lulu world. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna ask you.
No.
You know, I'm never gonna ask you how many people you slept with. I'm never gonna ask you freaking.
No. If I want someone to be a good cook, I got to be honest. I hope they made some meals before they got to me.
Yeah.
I don't know how else.
And listen, if you ask her, you know, what's her favorite position, then you have to understand she's been in that position before.
Yeah. By the way, you're a whore too. So why do you care when she's telling you what you've done or haven't done? What have you done? All the same shit.
Yes.
So, Logan from Georgia. All right.
What's up, Georgia?
I went out on a date with a girl. It was great. We did drinks, bar hopped, stayed out and partied. We danced, had great conversations, and afterwards we went back to her place. In the middle of taking her clothes off, I noticed she had an ankle monitor on from the police department.
She had an ankle monitor on?
Had an ankle monitor on.
Fucking great. That's a winner. Hey, here's the best thing about her having an ankle monitor. You know where she's at. Like, you don't have to worry about her running around town because she's at home.
See? Positive energy over here.
It's positive, man. It's positive, right? So you know where she's at all times.
So as part of her sentence, she said she can't drive and she has to wear it for a year. So, of course, I asked what she did. She said it was a minor case of attempted murder of her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend. She said her exact quote was, "I entered a plea and blah, blah, blah." What the fuck is blah, blah, blah?
What the fuck is blah, blah, blah?
To make matters worse?
What the fuck is blah, blah?
Bro, to make matters worse, I hit it anyways.
No! He hit it anyway? Yes. Well, yeah, here's why. Listen, no, I get it, right? I understand. He hit it because she can't go anywhere.
Bro.
She can't leave the house.
He wrote, "Why are we as guys so dumb? Have you guys ever hooked up with someone you knew ahead of time was going to be an issue?" Probably. I mean, not ankle monitor probably.
No, never that situation, man.
Oh, could you imagine?
No, but I gotta be, dude, that's like risky as fuck.
Attempted murder?
Like that's risky as fuck. By the way, you cut your fucking dick off.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. She's like, I stabbed him here, blah, freaking, I ripped his eyelid, blah, and freaking,
Oh my god.
That's a great story. You're crazy though, bro. I'll give you props.
Oh yeah.
Good shout out to you.
All right.
You got balls, bro.
Yeah, bro.
She might cut them off if she gets that ankle bracelet
I,
off.
what do you have like when you finally get naked? She tells you she almost killed somebody. What are you gonna do? Tell no, and then maybe you're next?
At my age now, yeah.
Oh my god.
Absolutely. Right now, and where I'm at in my life, I literally will get up and walk. I won't even say anything.
Oh my god.
I'm like, nope,
Oh,
nope. Been down this road.
that is crazy.
Know where this turns out. Nope.
Yeah.
Know how this ends up. Nope.
Nah.
Not happening. Nope. Fuck, dude. Ankle bracelet. How did you not see the ankle bracelet?
I was thinking that when I read it, and I was like, she might. Well, the thing with women, you could have flare jeans on, you could have pants. Like, you never know.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
yeah, but he's definitely fucking run.
Good
Definitely
luck,
fucking
Logan.
run.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, Logan, you should use somebody else's name.
So,
You should be like, I was just kidding. My name's ain't Logan. My name's George.
yeah, the next time we
Also,
read
just
the
pull some accent out your ass.
will be the update will be Logan moved out of Georgia.
Yeah, but my name is George.
So,
I'm from South. What the fuck? Anyway, next question.
Derek from Chi-Town.
Chi-Town, what's up, Chi-Town?
All right. Her Bumble was full of inspirational quotes, health and fitness motivation stuff. Great. Went on a date, found out she smoked cigarettes, she stole the silverware, and she stole the salt and pepper shakers. And I'm pretty sure she lied about her not liking her meal so we could get it for free. Then she went to the bathroom, and I'm pretty sure she did some booger sugar. So, is there any real way not to go on these kind of dates?
Yeah, you get her an ankle bracelet.
You get an ankle
You
bracelet.
get an ankle bracelet on her, and you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Oh my god.
That's fucking
Wait,
hilarious.
She smoked, stole the silverware, stole the salt and pepper shakers.
Maybe it's the same girl. Maybe this is why she has it. No, I don't know. Whatever.
But she lied and told she didn't like her
Fuck.
meal, she'd get it for free, and then went and did some Bolivian booger sugar in the bathroom.
That is crazy. That is so funny. That is fucking hilarious.
That is.
Yeah. What did he do? Did he run away?
It just said he was just making a comment about. Is there any way not to go on these kind of dates? Am I required now to do a deep dive every time?
So here's the thing. So this is what you ask me anymore. Instead of asking for nudes, you ask to see what's in their medicine cabinet.
Well,
Fuck it. But listen,
that's a good advice.
I don't want to see your boobs. I want to know what meds you're on.
I know. I've had a girl, and when I was in college, I had a girl I was dating in my apartment come out of the bathroom and be like, I know you're a good guy. And I had no idea. And she goes, I went through your medicine cabinet.
Oh, my God.
She did. She went through my medicine. And I didn't think about it because I was like, what could you find besides toothpaste and like whatever?
Yeah.
But now, like, as you get older and you look back on it, then I should have probably wondered what was in her.
Yeah, that she went to look,
Yeah. So
that's fucking, dude, that's funny.
Oh,
That's
my
so
God.
funny. I don't know how to help you avoid that, bro, because that's literally just like a circumstance thing. Like, you
that
know,
could have been a one-off.
That could have, it could have been. I mean,
hope
you
so.
sound like it's like somebody just asked, and they had a good question. How did that dude meet the chick on the ankle bracelet? She's locked up at home.
I don't know that you don't. I don't know that you have to be on house arrest because you have an ankle bracelet on.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
No.
Not everybody.
You get work release, but you can't fucking just get out and walk around. That's the whole
I
point
don't
of
have
it.
an ankle bracelet, so
That's
I
the
mean,
whole
she
point
coulda-
about it is you have it's house arrest. What?
What if we ask ChatGPT?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Not worry about. But no, but like I don't know. Or do you ever? Do you have to let them know where you're going? I don't know what her vocation
No, I'm pretty
is,
sure.
you know
I'm
what I
pretty
mean?
sure. I'm pretty sure when you have an ankle bracelet on, you're locked at home,
Well, maybe she didn't. Maybe
and you get to go to work and come home, and that's it.
maybe there's.
Yeah,
another
maybe I'm
reason.
wrong. I don't know. I never had one.
Yeah, I can't tell you, but great
I
question.
mean,
but
I put handcuffs on somebody, but I never had an ankle bracelet.
but also she tried to kill somebody, so who knows what kind of mental state she was in? She's like, I can make it out. So
Anyway,
Jess from Brooklyn. Is a mirror on the ceiling a red flag? It was not something I was given time to find out until we were hooking up. He even hooked it up with LED lights around the mirror. Outside of that, how the hell do you get it up there? What is the point of a mirror on the ceiling? Do you ever think about it? Because I've thought about it for like a second and been like, no, why would I do that?
no, I'm trying to think if I've ever been in a room that had a mirror on the ceiling.
I have never.
They were popular back in like the 80s and
They
90s.
were for like a minute.
They were. There was a popular thing back in like the like late 80s, early 90s. It was like that whole like water bed circle.
Oh,
bed
the
thing,
water
you know what I
bed
mean?
thing.
Yeah, if you could. So like, I don't know. I guess it's cool because you can see the person from behind. You can see their butt moving. I mean, I guess I don't know. I'm too much looking directly at what's going on.
But I don't even want to. But my thought is okay. So that's one day out of whatever it is, a week, a day. Like
Yeah.
the rest of the time, you just stare at yourself while you're sleeping.
That's kind of creepy.
Like, that's kind of creepy.
Kind of creepy.
Ah, that would weird me out.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know. But just so you know, it's his first time he ever had to be. He's not usually doing this. No.
And that is a pain. I can't even imagine. You got to get the studs. Then you got to have your buddy push it up and figure out how to mount that thing.
Now I can see a swing.
Well, a swing is a little different, right?
A little different. I can see a swing. That'd be cool, but you know.
Yeah, but a mirror, that's nuts.
I think a mirror on the side of the wall is cool. I mean, it's cool. Like, you know, if you can, it's cool to like, you know, watch.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah,
but that's
different.
there. And
that's there. It's not like you're like.
Yeah, like staring up at yourself.
Yeah.
Linda from Portland. I am a 65-year-old woman on the prowl. I've been single now for quite some time, and I enjoy
65?
it. 65.
And on the prowl.
On the prowl.
You go, girl.
I've been single for quite some time, and I enjoy it. I have to say, by most people's standards, I am a whore. Not that I care, but I do sleep around. But why not? I only live once. I love you, Linda.
Such a classy audience.
I recently had a side guy
classy.
for a few months that was in his 60s, and he had one of those do not resuscitate bracelets on since he had a heart attack a few years prior. So we used to.
What the fuck is going on?
So
senior citizen advice right now.
So we used to
Don't
make
kill
jokes.
him.
Yeah, we used to make jokes about it. But during sex, he actually went into cardiac arrest.
I'm sorry. I should laugh. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I should laugh. Is he okay?
Well, it says I won't tell you how I handled the situation, but what would you guys do if the same thing happened to you? Because it was not due to natural causes. Would you try to save her life, or would you call 911
Of course I would try to save her life.
knowing that you killed her, but she went out like she wanted?
No, listen. There's a difference, right? So say Tony has a heart attack bench pressing.
Yes.
I'm going to put more weight on that bench before
We
I
talked
call
about
911. Yeah, I'm going to make sure it looks like he benched like 500 pounds.
Yes.
That's why he had a heart attack. If she's having a heart attack while having sex, you're damn right I'm going to resuscitate her and I'm going to call 911.
Yes.
Because no. Yeah, first off, I like sex. If I killed somebody during sex, I'd be really devastated.
Oh my God.
I'd be like, oh my God. You know? So yeah, of course I would save them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would only save I would save them for no other reason. I've seen too many TV shows that if I don't save them, then I become like the
criminal.
I'm
Your
the
fault.
suspect.
You killed him.
Yes, I'm the suspect all of a sudden.
You and your murder weapon.
No. It was glow in the dark condoms that did
Now
it.
you see me, now you don't.
Yes. Well, you may not see anything ever agagan.
Oh my God.
Shout out to you, Linda, though. Way to whore it up.
Way to whore it up at 65, Linda.
Hey, I like how you.
I really just hope you're nobody's grandmother. I just can imagine what's grandma doing. Oh, she's swinging.
She's out, you know what she's doing.
You know what grandma's doing. Woo!
Oh my God. Joanne A. Relationships. I heard Chris on a previous podcast say you have to keep your partner happy at home so they won't cheat. Thought I don't believe in cheating is only prone to one gender, so obviously that's fine. In this instance, everything was good except I'm a naive wife. All right, so let's not tiptoe around my question. All right, great. What is your take on married people cheating? Do you think it's late night bad decisions, straight up you took vows and now they're bored? Why do you think married people cheat? I don't think for the same reason anybody else cheats, probably.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're married or dating. It's
Yeah.
just you know.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you why the 900 reasons probably someone does it, but it definitely don't just have to be married to do it.
No, I mean, everybody has their own issue. You know what I mean? I think, you know, some people have been cheating on, so they cheat back. Trust things are issues. You know, some people have abandonment issues. Some people have, you know, it all depends on the person. But, you know, at the end of the day, here's the thing that people have to understand. At the end of the day, we're you know, 95% human and like 5% animal, you know. So that 5% sometimes takes control. You know?
Yeah,
Not everybody's perfect.
Yeah, and plus, let's be honest, it depends how old you are, how many relationships you've been in. I mean, I'm not making excuses for it. Like I said, I've said this a bunch of times in this podcast. I'm friends with a couple who's been married for, 25, 30 years, and he cheated on her. And they're in the middle of fixing it, and all stuff's great. But she said, I shut him out. I refused to have sex with him, and I would not give him. She's like, I wouldn't please him for almost 16 years. So,
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah, what do you expect them to do?
I mean, I don't say he's right.
I know somebody that's going through that right now. They haven't had sex in 7 years. Sleep in separate beds, the whole nine. And I'm like, dude, to me, that's like, I understand you want to keep your wedding vow. I get it. But at the same point in time, man, man, what the fuck?
Come on.
Like, why not be like? Why would be with somebody who doesn't even want to sleep in the same bed with you, let alone touch you?
No.
You know what I mean? Like, I think sex is one of those amazing things in the world, right? So, like, freaking, like, sex, food, and travel.
Sex is the thing that keeps us from being roommates.
Yes.
Like, I'm just saying, like,
Yes.
you share
that connection.
intimacy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I know it's going to sound cheesy. And I mean, look, sex for what it is great. It's fun, all that stuff. But it also is the one thing that you're truly intimate with somebody about that nobody else can share with that person but each other.
Especially at that moment.
Yeah, in that
Or
moment.
at least sometimes.
So, yeah. Well, it depends.
It depends what's going on.
What's going on. But, to not have that and shut that out of part of your relationship, what are you, just financial roommates who split the bills? Like, you can live one life. Don't waste that in that kind of relationship.
Yeah,
I'm
go
sorry.
have fun.
Yeah. So, Jennifer from Montreal.
What's up, Canada?
Oh, what's up?
Wait. I got to say something about Canada real quick. I apologize. I guess I made a couple of videos where I talked about a lot of countries that follow me and blah, blah, blah. And I didn't mention Canada.
Oh, because
So I'm sorry.
So close to us.
You're our neighbors. I love you, Canada. And thank you very much for all your follows and support. I appreciate you.
Yeah. I want to try to find a way to make my husband last longer, so I text him a naked photo, and then I said, I want you to try an edge with me later. Okay.
Okay.
I was excited that he immediately wrote back yes. When I got home, he was dressed in landscaping gear and bought us each edge trimmers for our bushes in our front yard. He even bought me one and some safety goggles. I still haven't said anything to him, but that's not the edging I was talking about. But he actually listens to your podcast. Wait a minute. Let
me just straight. She was talking about edging sexually.
And he thought they were
doing landscaping.
So he bought her a trimmer with himself, and they went to.
Is everybody high? Like, is that what it is? Is everybody really fucking high?
Look,
like, I don't understand.
But here's the best part. He's a listener. He's an avid listener of the podcast. She knows he's going to listen to this and doesn't care. His name is John, by the way. And if you're listening, John, please listen to these guys explain to you what edging really is.
Oh, that's that. Thanks for putting the responsibility on us, sweetheart.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Thanks,
Can't have
Jennifer.
a conversation.
You can't just tell them yourself what fucking edging is. Like, what?
I mean, what
edging is you buy a good trimmer. And you make sure your bushes are even on both sides.
Even.
And you cut it at the top, really good, and you round it off and everything else. And you make sure she helps you rake it.
Yes. Get a little blower.
That's edging. There you go, Jennifer. We explained it.
Yeah, Jen.
Trying to put it on us. I see how it is.
John, what we'll do is we'll tell you, go back to her if you're listening, and you live in Montreal, and then your wife's name is Jennifer, then obviously we're talking about you. And look, kudos to you for trying to do some yard work together, but it's not what you.
Yeah, get the fucking yard work. It's not yard work, but listen, that's not my responsibility to tell you, John. How old are you, John?
It doesn't say.
John?
There's John.
John, you're probably an adult.
John,
just Google it.
John, by the way, John, to take a naked photo and conflate that with doing yard work, I don't know how those things go together, but
maybe he's just a man of priorities.
Yeah, maybe
he just knew the yard work needed to be done.
I was gonna say there is potential that you probably have a shitty yard and you need to get it clean.
Right. So he was taking that opportunity to get you both on board.
Yes.
Maybe John's a genius.
Maybe John is.
Maybe John's a genius.
Maybe John was like, I know what she means, but I need to get.
But I need the yard work done. Fucking, you know what, John, I take back everything I said at the beginning of this conversation.
Absolutely.
I hope you were high, and I hope that was your genius idea, and I hope that was amazing, because I love it. I think it's great. John's my new hero.
John.
I hope the yard looks amazing, John.
John, if you're listening, can you send us a picture of your yard next week as an update?
I would love that. And her raking it. Raking it. That'd be fucking amazing.
Renee B writes in, do you guys believe in soulmates?
I just addressed this tonight on TikTok.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh, that's so funny.
I did. It's so funny. So since everybody's here.
Oh, did you? What did you do? A walk-in?
No.
Oh, okay.
So I addressed something.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
So I did.
I didn't catch this.
I addressed something about soulmates. Well, I didn't post it everywhere. I just posted it on TikTok. But
okay.
I didn't have time. But yeah, so there is this horoscope person who draws pictures of your soulmate. And they keep drawing pictures of me. Fucking give it to the people. I literally get messages every day. And I'm not exaggerating this at all. I'm not even making this up. I wish I was, but I get people sending me pictures every day going, oh my God, you would never believe this. I did this astrology thing, and it's supposed to draw a picture of your soulmate, and they sent me this picture, and it looks like you. And yes, the guy's white, and he's got like hair. Freaking, you know what I mean? But yeah, some of them look like me. There's even a Hispanic version of me. Freaking that
Oh
is
my
out
God,
there.
it's
So
great.
I made a post about it. I said, listen, since there's so many people out there that are my soulmate, what has to happen now is there has to be a fight club.
A fight club.
A fight club, and whoever's left standing is my soulmate.
I like it.
No, I think there's absolutely. I think there's people in your life that you connected to on another plane from another. Absolutely, like I have a friend of mine, Bobby. Great guy, love the guy to death. Bobby, if you're watching, love you, bro.
See the guy on Facebook?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, Bobby Newton. Yeah,
Yep.
great guy. Godfather to my kids. You know, he's a great guy. Anyway, I couldn't tell you how I know him. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you how we met. Couldn't tell you nothing about him. I saw him in the mall the one day, walking with this guy Dan, this guy Stealth, who I became friends with after me and Bobby, and we literally looked at each other and said, "Man, where you been?" You know, and we've been connected as friends ever since. You know, if you can, and without question, we never questioned. You know, he grew up in Hershey, I grew up in Reading, Pennsylvania. You know, so there's no way we met. You know, freaking at any given time in this lifetime, right? So, yeah, I think there's such things as soulmates. You know, I think there's people you connect with on a whole different level of spirituality. Do I think that the soulmates are a lifetime? You know, I think that's neither here or there. You know.
Yeah, it's I would say to your point, I think that the universe does amazing things that we just will never be able to understand, and I think they put people in your life for reasons and seasons, and so yeah, I think it could be a relationship soulmate. I think it could be friends. I think it could be all kinds of stuff. So
yeah, you know, I think here's the thing: as human beings, we're too quick to label shit. You know, we're always looking for like, you know, this big moment, you know, instead of actually being in the moment. Right, we're always looking for like, you know, well, like for example, like, you know, you like, is this going to work out? You know, well, you analyze what the person says. You know, you're always looking for that red flag, that green flag. You're always looking to like put your feelings in a box, you know, and act like and look for that reassurance that this is the one, this is the connection, and instead of actually just making that connection, right? Actually, just getting to know the person without putting everything into a conformed little section of life, right? So I think we're really quick to put labels on stuff instead of just getting to know and understand and be compassionate with somebody on a human level.
somebody just asked, do we believe in karma?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. 100% believe in karma.
Oh, I've seen it come back around.
Yeah. 100% believe in karma.
Yeah. So, Connie, I didn't get to Connie's question today. Connie.
Oh, Connie's on here. She's been loving the show. She's been laughing the whole time, haven't you, Connie?
Connie.
What's up, Connie?
All right. It's our OG regular. Have either of you been to a nudist beach?
Yes.
You have? I have not. But I always get the
have.
assumption that it's a bunch of people I don't want to see naked.
You're absolutely 100% correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% correct. It's old, fat Italian men that are really hairy. Yeah, that's all it's there. I went to Black's Beach in San Diego. Yeah, I went there with my oldest kid's mom, actually. What's up, Isaiah? I hope you're watching.
Is it like completely nude?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
100%. Yeah, 100% naked. Black's
Yeah.
Beach outside, right there in San Diego, or on the outskirts of San Diego, in between like Del Mar and like La Jolla or something. But yeah, it's called Black's Beach. And you walk down and you go down there and you take all your clothes off, and there's really nothing amazing about it, to be honest with you. Like fucking nothing. You know, like it's not like even if you went to a nudist beach, like a nudist colony or whatever, it's not like you can stare at the person. You know what I mean? That's like bad etiquette. You can't be like, oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that? Like you can't do that shit. It's not like a candy store. You know what I mean? You can't be doing that shit. Nobody's doing that shit. So if you can, you know, the whole fallacy, the whole fantasy of like, oh my God, there's these beautiful. It's never the beautiful people walking around naked. At least not here in America anyway. If you can, I don't know how it is in Europe and everything else, because over there, you know. But not here in America anyway. It's not. Most people should probably keep your clothes on.
Yeah. Especially in America.
Yeah.
Melissa from Ohio.
New Jersey has one. Yeah, Sandy Hook, right?
Sandy Hook.
Sandy Hook. Yeah, Sandy Hook has one.
I don't want to see anybody naked at
Nope.
Sandy Hook.
Nope.
Now, if you were telling me we were going to Ibiza or Greece or somewhere, maybe.
Yeah, Croatia, something like that. Like if you can, like, you know, absolutely. I can totally see that.
Yeah. Melissa from Ohio. I am struggling
What's up,
today.
Ohio?
I can't find a good match, and I get down on myself. I find myself going back to old hookups in between just because. The other day, I hit rock bottom. I went back and hooked up with an ex who still lives with his parents at 35. The need for sex quickly died as I found my face down in a pillow with a Star Wars themed pillowcase.
That's amazing.
I've definitely hit rock bottom.
Yes.
Can you imagine the moment your face is in a pillow and like you're questioning your life choices, and then you look and it's a Star Wars pillowcase?
It had to feel like Grandma's Boy. You ever see Grandma's Boy?
Yes, I have. It's
He's
great.
like, oh, this is my car bed. Yeah, I'm gonna get a radio so I can talk to other car beds and get some rims.
Oh my! That was a great movie, by the way.
Great movie reference. Anyway, if nobody got that, it was a great movie reference. Anyway, you hit rock bottom.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did. No, so what did you learn?
So can you guys tell? What you like in women, or what you hope a woman finds in you? I think a lot of your women listeners would like some good advice from good guys about how to attract a good guy and keep a good guy. I mean,
I think the key to it all, right, is to attract anybody is the confidence in yourself. It starts with you. You know what I mean? If you want to attract the right person, if you want to find the right person, not even find, just let's say attract. Let's get rid of the word find. If you want to attract the right person to you, then you have to work on you. You know, the more you work on you and you build your confidence level up, and you're secure in who you are. And here's a keynote here. Here's the biggest thing. And you love yourself, the good and the bad, as much as you love somebody else, and you give yourself that same respect, you will attract that person to you 100% every time.
yeah. You got to put yourself out there. Look, if you're asking us, I mean, the funny thing is we kind of talk about it all the time. We love no drama, a person who supports what we do, and we have a great connection with, and is just a good overall person.
Here's some of the biggest mistakes I think women make, and there's no offense. I mean, maybe men make it too. I don't know. I don't know. It's just from my perspective as a man. I think that the biggest thing is that a lot of women let their men get comfortable. You know, the man's got the 9-to-5 job. They get the house. They get comfortable. Like they get stuck in this sanitary routine, right? I think for most relationships to work, and at least from my perspective anyway, is for a man, you need a woman to drive you, right? You need one that like if you have an idea, you have a dream, you want to do something, she's right behind you going, fucking go get it, you know, and not distracting you to stop it. Like, because men need to build things. Like men need to build things, you know. We need to build things. Like that's one of the things I think a lot of men are lacking now. They're not building anything. They're not doing construction. They're not hunting for food. You know, everything that defined a man before is kind of been back. So I think for a man to make it in a relationship with a woman, I think you need a woman to push him, you know, to when he goes, man, listen, I'm thinking about getting another job. I'm thinking about doing something, you know what I mean? And be like, good, do it. Fucking do it. You know, and believe in them, and so they have the belief to do that too. Because the more that man grows as a person and in his job field, or even just getting to learn and do something new, everybody benefits from that. Everybody benefits from that. The whole family benefits from that. When you have a strong relationship with each other, that you grow and you do your own projects and you motivate each other to do better in their own identity of themselves, I think is 100% the way you grow a relationship and you make it.
You said the one thing I think that most people miss. I want my partner to make me feel like the most important person in the world and believe in me. And I want to make my partner feel like the most important person in the world. And I want to believe in her. If you believe in your person and motivate them and care about them and push them and also, you know, treat them like they're your person,
yeah.
There's nothing more sexy than
that.
Well,
here's the thing too. I think a lot of times what happens is we get insecure, right? Because change is scary. And if your man or your woman get really successful, they get really strong, they get really confident, I think there's a fear factor that person's going to leave you, right? There's that like, oh man, they're going to outgrow this relationship or whatever. But I truly believe if you encourage that person and you don't make negative comments and you don't like somebody says, oh, I want to do this, and you're like, oh, well, it seems like a waste of time, you know, and like knock it or be like,
yeah,
well, that seems like a stupid idea. Why would you want to do that? You already have a good job, blah, blah, blah. And burst that bubble. You're already starting to cause a wedge, because right there, you just like, here's the thing, man. We're all big kids, so we like to dream. So having that dream is having that passion, that idea to do something is something that drives every single one of us on a human level. So I think if you take away the insecurity of it all, like, oh, I'm afraid if he gets really successful or she gets really successful that I'm going to lose her, and you support it as a friend, right? As a friend would do, I think it makes it more safe and more comfortable to grow together as a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brianna, we're getting close to it now. We got about 5 more minutes, so always fun time. Brianna from Oklahoma. Oh, God, you're going to love how this one starts.
What's up, Okies?
All right, Okies.
What's her name?
Brianna.
Brianna. I'm just remembering this because the way Tony's reaction was. I just remember the name Brianna.
Well, it says Oklahoma, which I think
The Okies.
abbreviated it's okay, right? The okay.
The
And it
Sooners
starts-
or the Okies?
All right. Okay.
Okay.
I shoved a pickle in his ass. I don't know why. That's how it starts. I don't know why, but we are naked and we are high as shit in the living room. And I just felt like it was the right thing to do. I took him by surprise. He didn't
I
say
bet.
no. And we used it for like a minute and then I just threw it into the living room. But I'm now wondering, is this a thing he might like? Did I set myself up for disaster? Am I in a pickle, so to speak? I asked my girlfriend, should I bring it up? And she said no. That one night you guys were fucked up and just leave it there. But now when I look at him slightly different.
Well, whose fault's that?
Well, that's my thing too.
Yeah, whose fault's that?
Any advice unfiltered? Brianna, you shoved the pickle in his ass. It's your fault.
It is your fault.
Here comes the butt.
It is your fault. 100% your fault. You've opened that door. My ex used to complain about me farting and pooping in front of her, but she's the one that opened the door. She's the one that came in the bathroom and hung out, so she made it okay. She opened that door, so then it became okay, right? You opened that door.
You did.
You put the pickle in his ass. Now here's the other side of that. here's the other side of all that. Is the fact that he even let you do it, and the fact that it went in with no problem. He's done it before. He's done it before. I can tell you right now, from a guy who's never done that and never put anything back there at all, that wouldn't happen. Especially not easy. Like, there were definitely no. A pickle is not that freaking sturdy.
No. What if
So
it broke off?
yeah, like obviously it didn't, right? So again, it goes back to the whole question. We're going to bring this back full circle.
Full circle.
It goes back to the whole thing. When he goes, I'd never done that before. He's lying to you. He's fucking lying to you, man. So so you opened the door. Yes, you did. But it sounds like that door's been opened before.
You never had not a pickle there. By the way, this segment is not brought to you by any pickle company whatsoever.
Do you like how I did that?
I know. You brought it back.
I brought it
Brought
back.
full circle.
Full circle. Brought that whole story back around. You're welcome very much, everybody.
But you never, come on, you never had a girl try to stick her finger in your ass?
Fuck no, dude, no. I didn't even know what pegging was. Some chick said to me,
Well, that's a whole different.
It's a whole different thing. Some girl said it because she's like, oh, I would love to peg you. I'm like, peg me for what? What are you pegging me for? What are you talking about? And then she told me, and I'm like, you fucking nuts?
Nuts?
Like, where in your psycho mind did you look at me and go, oh,
he likes to get
he'd be into that. Get the fuck out of here.
That's
no.
I'm
a giver, not a taker.
That is so crazy. Fiona from Spain. We wanted to try something hot and spicy, so we waited until everyone left the sauna.
I think I did that. Wait, let's do it again.
Hot and spicy.
Hot and spicy.
And we left the sauna and got a quickie in. It was awesome.
It's awesome.
I looked back, and then his eyes rolled in the back of his head, and he passed out. He knocked his 2 front teeth out as he fell flat.
That's amazing.
I went to get help, and he still had a hard on, which was very awkward.
That's fucking awesome.
Have you guys ever tried something like this or have had sex somewhere completely that backfired? Not in a sauna, because I'd be afraid of passing out.
So wait, he passed out from being overheated?
So he was in it from the back, passed out from probably being overheated, fell back and knocked his teeth out.
Fucking pussy.
And then can't handle it.
Can't handle it, bro.
Come on, bro.
Can't handle the heat. Get out of the kitchen, bro.
Gotta stay in a sauna longer.
Stay in a sauna. No, I don't know. I don't think I've ever did. I don't think I've ever had.
I never had sauna sex.
No. I never.
I don't know that I've ever had.
I've had hot tub sex. I mean, it's not the same thing, you know.
I never think I've had an opportunity for that because I don't know any. I never had like my own sauna.
No, I wouldn't want to anyway. It'd be so fucking hot.
Oh, I mean, I guess I know I would try it, but if I had my own sauna, it would roll through my head.
I think it'd be fine for foreplay, but I couldn't. Listen. I get hot. I get fucking. I sweat. Can't breathe. No, it's not a smart thing. No.
Sounds like a bunch of UTIs going on in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just, no way. No. All right. As we're wrapping up, let's see. Derek from Boston.
What's up, Boston?
Boston.
How you
Derek
doing, eh?
On one
That was
hand,
New York. That wasn't Boston at all.
yeah, it was a
Terrible Boston accent.
I'm
Totally New York.
awful with accents. I don't even want to do them because I will.
Ooh, wait. Hold on. Wait, before I forget. Happy Canada Day.
Is it Canada Day?
It's Canada Day.
All
Happy
right.
Canada Day. I almost forgot about that. I knew there was a reason I want to talk about Canada. Just remembered. Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day. What's that all about, eh? It's about Canada. All right, go ahead.
Derek from Boston. On one hand, I keep reading that more and more women are looking for a higher standard of men. I read that women are finding the dating pool shallow for this. But then exactly at the same time, I read in the news that women are jumping on what they call foodie calls. I never heard of this.
Booty calls?
Foodie. Okay? It's a trend where because things are so expensive nowadays, women are just taking dates for the free meal and free drinks because it's
that's
cheaper
nothing
than
new.
going out.
That's fucking nothing
Nothing
new, bro.
new.
That's nothing new, bro. Women have been doing that for thousands of years, man.
And we've been doing it because we think we're going to get some out of the
we've
deal.
been buying them dinner because we want to get laid. You know,
Yes.
It's
Cycle of life.
the cycle of life, bro. Look, it could be worse. You could be that robin that's out there like dancing like a fucking fool out there in the yard, shaking your breast in the air, trying to get the bird to get your attention. You're just buying her dinner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, so
Derek, look, I know the signals are confusing, but you got to remember there's all types of people out there. There are people looking for real stuff for men, and there's people looking for free meals. Just like there's guys who want real relationships and guys who just want to get laid. So I don't think it's anything unique that you're trying to find. So, all right, let's see. Wrapping the show up. You said Canada, right?
Mhm.
Finish in Canada.
we'll finish with Canada.
Laura from Toronto, Canada.
What's up, Toronto, Canada?
All right. My man's
Toronto,
fashion style
Canada.
is that of a loser lost tourist. How do I get him to grow up and dress like an adult? He's 35 and wears the classic socks, Crocs, and sandals. By the way,
He's a Walmart special.
nobody, if you're out there, and
We literally just talked about this.
God, you cannot wear socks and sandals and Crocs out. What are you people doing?
Can't wear fucking pajamas. What are you doing?
Pajamas, like,
Get dressed. Put your goddamn clothes on.
come on. Like,
I hate that shit. You know, people, I call that a Walmart special. That is a Walmart special.
like that is like absurd that you leave the house. Like, do you not know that doesn't go?
No.
Like,
Take a shower. Wash your ass. Put some clothes on. Fucking stinky, dirty fuck.
so stupid.
It's so stupid. Like, you're lazy fuck. Go wash your ass. Wash behind your ears. Put some clothes on.
Yeah, I just, I don't get any of it. So,
Yeah.
but all right, so we'll end on the Canada real quick. We had a shout of the day. I forgot to do our shout of the day. Lorraine S. So Lorraine S., you wrote in, so I just want to give you props and say thank you. Hey guys, I don't have a question, just a compliment. I love listening to the podcast. Every week, you guys gotten better and better. It's like Loveline 2.0. I'll make it short. Keep up the great work. You're truly inspiring people. And P.S., the Father's Day episode was one of the most amazing podcasts I've ever listened to. Thanks for the laughs.
I gave you for that one.
Lorraine, thank you so much for the
Thank
shout
you,
out.
Lorraine.
So as we bring this episode to a close, just a reminder real quick. First off, I want to say thank you to our resident Gen Alpha over there. What's going on, Gen Alpha? You got the mic? They give you the mic?
The mic. Say bye to everybody.
You got anything? Any messages for the
Any
people?
message? You want to tell something?
Merch.
Yeah!
Yeah, he knows his role. He knows his role.
Merch.
Merch.
It's our merch dog
And
right
also,
there.
give somebody a hug today. I don't care who, just give them a hug.
Hugs and merch. All right. So shout out.
Put on the merch and then give them a hug.
Ooh, see? I like where your head's
Put on
at.
the merch and give him a hug.
Put on the merch.
That should be on a shirt too.
Give some hugs. Shout out as always to Ming.
What's up,
Our shout out
Ming?
in here for the shared universe. So just so you guys know, some big news just for us as the podcast. I know I started to put it out into universe. I'm going to keep everybody updated. Myself and this handsome man here are in the signal category for the best co-host of a podcast of the year. So really cool to be 21 episodes in.
Do people get to vote for that?
No, it's
No.
a purely judged
Purely
thing.
judge thing.
So we are in
Hey,
the...
judges, if you're watching, we love you.
Hey, we love you.
We love you.
We love Signal.
We love Signal.
Co-host of the year, the best self-help podcast where listeners answer questions,
Oh, that's awesome.
and
We should
best
win that hands down.
and best new podcast of the year, which I have to think
We should win that too.
we could sweep.
We sweep that. We should be able to sweep all three of those things.
So if you're out in the Signal universe, or you want to just tag Signal and tell them that we're in the running and they should take a look at our podcast, we appreciate it. So that's awesome. Reminder, I want to see this gentleman number one on the... Do you know who is number one on Cameo? Did you?
Yeah, I forget his name though.
Is it
Yeah,
like it's got to be celebrity?
It's a celebrity. It's he was in a couple. He's a singer, musician, or something. And he's something else, but whatever.
Yeah.
I have another thing to say.
Yes.
If we do win either 3 of those challenges,
Yeah.
we will show the trophy here.
Oh, you kidding me? It's beyond just show the trophy.
Yeah.
Oh, I got plans.
We're gonna have a parade and everything.
We
Just
are
kidding.
going to. It's going to be a
All right,
party.
anybody go.
What
was I saying?
So Cameo. So number 1. Who was number 1?
Yeah, I don't know what his name is. I don't know because it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter because
you guys are gonna make me number 1.
So shout out to everybody. So remember, if you get a chance, all those things support the podcast.
Yes.
So if you have friends, motivationals, want a hug, just want a sweet little soft hug from the sultry voice of this
We
gentleman.
send merch to Netherlands. I think we send it.
Send
everywhere.
merch everywhere.
Send it everywhere. Wherever you're at, all over the world. South
yes.
Africa, Canada.
I purposely chose Printful as our supplier because they ship worldwide. There's only a handful of countries they don't ship to, and as you can imagine, it's like Ukraine, Russia, wherever there's a war going on. So everywhere else you can get merch. There's a ton of new merch up there, and we'll continue to put stuff up there. If you guys are nice enough, you don't have to. I just appreciate it. If you guys could cast a vote for me and my wife for America's favorite couple,
Yes, please.
that would be dope.
Listen, you go vote for him.
That would be
Go
awesome.
vote for him and his wife. Because again, everything we do and everything you do with us makes us better.
Yes.
Right? So him and his wife get, was it America's sexiest, hottest couple? Is that what it is?
America's favorite couple.
America's favorite couple should be sexiest, hottest. I think it's both. It's all of it.
That'd be
So
awesome.
America's favorite couple should be Tony and Regina. So please go vote.
Yes.
Where can they vote at?
So you'll see it. We'll put it on Facebook. You just click the link, and they just let you vote.
And
Pretty
Tony's going to
simple.
put it on TikTok too, so you can tag me in it.
Yeah, so I'll put it in everywhere, and so I appreciate it. And beyond all that stuff, we're 22 episodes in. 90+ million people are seeing the now. Well, it's 84.
Alexis just said she votes for you every day.
I actually thank her every day too, which is awesome.
It's awesome.
But if you really think about Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, the website, the podcast, live listeners like you guys, we're approaching 100 million people that view, touch, like, listen, do something with this podcast every single month. So I feel like we're winners already because of the people in the community. But I always, I like to say this, the universe works in mysterious ways, and I couldn't be happier and prouder. It gave me a great co-host like my man here. You know what?
Neither, bro.
We're killing it, which is great. And I love all you guys out there, so I appreciate the support. And with that, I'll pass over to my man.
What's up, everybody? What a great show, right? That was fucking good. It's funny as fuck. And we had some really good stuff, man. Let's go. Let's just wrap it back up. Let's bring it all back in circle, right? So what do we have? We had a kid who was an addict who got help. He got the hug he needed, right? Fucking amazing. Totally amazing. We had people write in, say that our advice has really helped him out, got him in shape and everything else. Again, total win, right? We also know not to date a girl who's got a freaking ankle bracelet.
Wow.
Nope. That's a huge red flag. Don't sleep with her, Logan. Too late. Change your name and run. Yeah. So what an amazing show. Thank you guys. Absolutely. Thank you. We're 22 episodes in, and every week we keep growing and we keep getting better. And it is absolutely, truly amazing to see where everything is going, man. Don't forget to vote for Tony. He's going to put the links up there. Don't forget to go check me out on Cameo. I'm going to get to number 1. We're only a week in, and we got 3 more weeks to go. So we can crush this. We can become number 1 on Cameo altogether, man. Let's make this thing happen. Like, it's just nuts. And then on top of that, the people I've been talking to, the famous people I've been talking to that have been helping me out with stuff, I just want to thank you. You guys are amazing. And it's a blessing. This whole journey, it's truly been a blessing, and I'm truly grateful for all of it. I'm truly grateful for all of you. And for everybody that really takes our advice to heart and changes their lives, God bless you. You know what I mean? Like, it takes a lot of courage to do all that, right? So anyway, as I always say, we believe in you. We believe in the best in you. This is Advice Unfiltered, episode 22.